About 60% of the voting eligible population votes in presidential elections, and only 40% of the voting eligible population votes during midterm elections. Older populations tend to vote more than younger populations. The 15th Amendment, which was added to the Constitution in 1870, gave all men the right to vote no matter their race, color, or previous condition of servitude. The 19th Amendment, added in 1920, gave women the right to vote. The Indian Citizenship Act was signed by President Calvin Coolidge in 1924, finally giving Native Americans citizenship and with it the right to vote. In 1961, the inhabitants of D.C. were granted the right to vote with the 23rd Amendment. In 1965, the Voting Rights Act was passed after the Civil Rights Movement to reinforce the 15th Amendment. During the Vietnam War in 1971, the universal voting age was lowered to 18 so that the soldiers being sent off to fight actually get a say in the government that sent them away.
Why should I vote? You should vote because it is your responsibility as an American citizen, and it is imperative because one vote can make a huge difference. History can be changed by your vote. In addition, voting is the foundation of our government, and the results can affect you because the laws and legislation can run the local government.
Some benefits to voting is that you can help problems that are going on like women's rights, legalization of marijuana, human rights, nature conservation, gender equality, and many more important issues.
The Democratic Party. The Democratic Party was founded on January 8, 1828, and has fought for many years for anyone to vote. Since then, the party has been dedicated to making it easier and convenient to cast a ballot.
The Republican Party was founded on March 20th, 1845, but started off not really supporting voting rights. Today, the Republican Party has a strong policy on voting fraud and has continued to follow voting rights and policies closely.
Hi, my name is Kiera, and I'm here with Mrs. Frederick, and we're going to ask her some questions about voting. Do you strongly believe that everyone who is registered to vote should vote?
Absolutely. Politicians work for people. We give them their jobs and we pay their salaries. And the only way to hold them accountable is to vote. You could either vote for them and have them keep their job, or if you want to fire them, you don't vote for them.
Great, good answer. Have you ever missed a voting day?
Never.
Great. Do you know who's running in your district?
I do. In my district, 'cause I live out in Spotsylvania, Kentucky, it's Dave Brett and Abigail Spanberger for the House of Representatives, and Tim Kaine versus Corey Stewart for the Senate.
Great. Well, that's all, folks. Hey, this is Kiara here with
Courtney.
and we're going to ask her some questions about voting today. Are you over 18?
No.
Well, when you do turn 18, are you going to register to vote?
Yep.
Great. Do you think people should vote when the voting day comes?
Yes.
Okay, what are some reasons that people should vote?
So that we don't get someone crazy in office.
Okay, well, great. Well, remember that the voting day is November 6th, and that if you can vote, then you should. That's all. Okay. Hi, my name's Kiara, and we are with
Denisa.
that's Miss Petrix. All right, we're gonna ask her some questions about voting today. Are you over 18?
No.
Well, when you do turn 18, are you going to register to vote?
Yeah.
Great. Do you think people should vote when the voting day comes?
Definitely, because if you want change, like, you should vote. Like, if you want, like, yeah, you should vote.
Yeah, true that, true that. All right, well, remember that the voting day is November 6th, and that if you can vote, then you should. That's all, folks. Hey, this is Kiara here, and we are with Maddie. We're gonna ask her some questions about voting today. Are you over 18?
I'm not.
Well, when you do turn 18, are you gonna register to vote?
I will.
Great. Do you think people should vote when voting day comes?
I do.
What are some reasons that people should vote?
I think you can't make change happen unless you vote for the people that make it happen.
That's great. Well, remember that voting day is November 6th, and that if you can vote, then you should. That's all. All right. Hi, I'm Kiera, and we are with.
Mr. Tavener.
All right, and today we're gonna ask him questions about voting. Do you strongly believe that everyone who is registered to vote should vote?
That is a good question.
Oh, okay.
Spoken like a true politician, right? While I do believe that people should vote, I also believe that the current state of our government has led to some voter apathy. And I think those people who don't vote may actually have reasons for not voting. It may be that they are disappointed in some of our leadership at times. So while I do think it is important to vote, to have your voice heard, there are many people who do not. So there seem to be differing reasons as to why.
Great, good, good. Have you ever missed a voting day?
No, I have not.
Oh wow, look at that. Do you know who's running in your district?
Yes, Congressional Representative Rob Whitman is running for re-election.
Wow, he knows his stuff. All right, well, great. We'll make sure that you go and vote on November 6th. So, good job. Thanks. Hi, my name's Kiara, and we are with
Jalen.
And we're gonna ask her some questions about voting today. Are you over 18?
No.
All right, but when you do turn 18, you can register to vote.
Yes.
Look at that. All right. Do you think people should vote when the voting day comes?
Yes.
All right. What are some reasons that people should vote?
I feel people, okay. So black people weren't able to vote until the 15th Amendment. And then women they weren't allowed to vote until the 19th Amendment. And even now today, because of the color of my skin and what's in between my legs, I'm still looked at on like a lower level compared to everyone else. And my chances of doing something are way slimmer than someone else. So I feel it's important that now that I'm able to be able to do certain things, I should take advantage of those opportunities.
Great. That was a good answer, Jalen. Good job. Great. Well, remember that the voting day is November 6th, and that if you can vote, then you should. That's all, folks.
Vote!